What's up guys? Joker here, and welcome to part 2 on the resurrection of my old gaming PC. If you remember, in part 1 we went to my buddy Sam's house where we picked up the old computer to bring it back to my place, where I was going to run some diagnostics on it and clean it up for him, get it up to Windows 10 and running for him a little bit better because he was having some issues with the PC. And initially that was just the plan. I was going to do just that. But as we started getting into it and I started looking around, I was like, you know, I still got that InWin 805 case sitting around. So I hit him up. I was like, dude, what do you think about a new case and getting out of this Razer H440, which I mentioned in the last video is a nightmare to work in. So I wasn't looking forward to working in it, even though I had actually gotten like 95% done with the project, cleaning everything up and done before I actually came up with this. So I didn't really save myself any work through this process at all. But I guess the H440 is now clean. But we decided to actually go with the InWin 805, which is a gorgeous case. It's made out of tempered glass and aluminum, so it's a very high-end premium case. And I've had it sitting around for a while waiting for the right video to work it in, and we finally had this build come up, so I was like, let's use this thing. Let's use this great case from InWin. So that's what we went ahead and did, and this was a lot better to build in than the H440. I was mentioning that we did a live stream over on Twitch. If it's still up, I will link to the whole thing down below if you guys want to check that out. Maybe I could upload the archive here if you guys are interested in that. But the whole build is over there. When I did the whole thing, transferring all the parts from the H440 over to the InWin 805, and the thing is looking absolutely gorgeous now. It's got some nice blue accent lighting for the InWin logo, but besides that, you know, it's not too gaudy or outlandish in my personal opinion, except for that gold stripe a little bit at the top. I'm not a fan of that gold on the front of this case. They do make models that have an all black aesthetic. And if I had my personal choice on the InWin 805, that would be the one that I would go for. But being as I was sent this case, so you know, full disclosure there, InWin did send me this case some time ago to make a video with it, so that's why I had it sitting around. But it's got that gold stripe up on the top, which is not my personal design choice. But my buddy Sam seems to like it, and he's the one that has to live with it. So, you know, that's really all that matters at the end of the day. And otherwise, it is a very sexy case, man. I love the aluminum construction on this, makes it extremely light. And the glass, even though it's a fingerprint magnet, as long as you keep it clean, it's going to look really good. You could see in from both sides. Now, obviously, that's going to make you want to be a lot more tidy with your cable management around the back side of the PC. And I'll admit that I still have some work to do here because I kind of got this together on the stream and I was just excited to get it up and running and see what it could do temperature-wise and performance-wise and make sure everything was working. So I haven't sat down and done my full cable management yet on this system. So you guys know that ahead of time when you're looking at it here. This is not the final thing here, but it's pretty much almost done at this point. I really just got to, you know, route those cables and manage it up and make it look nice and tidy for when I do give it back to my buddy Sam, and when we do the final video with the benchmarks and the cooling performance and all that stuff that I know you guys are looking forward to. This is really just an update on the whole build, but I hope you guys I hope you guys are enjoying the series. You guys seemed in the first video to really like the idea of doing this series on the older PC with the 780s and everything and the benchmarks that I do want to do on this build. So I'm glad to see that you guys are excited for it, and I hope you guys like this video and what I did with the build. And also, I forgot to mention that I changed the name. Since it's no longer in that H440 case, the Razer themed case, it wouldn't really make much sense for this to still be called Slytherin. So we've gone ahead and changed the name, or I have gone ahead and changed the name to Unbreakable. Yes. Unbreakable, if you remember, like the Samuel L. Jackson and Bruce Willis movie based on based on comic book universe and things like that. And there was Samuel L. Jackson's character who was nicknamed Mr. Glass because he had a bone disease from childbirth, where basically if he would take any injury, his bones would shatter like glass. So since this case is made out of glass, Mr. Glass, I've decided to just call it Unbreakable. So that's why you guys had the theme of the Stone Cold intro. So I hope you guys enjoyed that as well in the whole video. And be sure to subscribe, like, and favorite blah, blah, blah for all the future stuff. And I'll see you guys over on the Twitterverse and in the comments. Yes. It's alright.